All right, this is the new Tahoe Z71, which is an important detail on that. I'm going to tell you more in a minute. And this is the new 2025 Chevy Suburban High Country. They're both 2025s. And we're in this really cool studio that looks like we're on Mars. Yes, it's really kind of crazy. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. And in these series of videos, I'll either have engineering talking or marketing talking. Get to those videos right now. Okay, this is the Chevy Suburban High Country. This is the Chevy Tahoe Z71, both 2025 models. I'm going to tell you 5 things I like they did in this video, these new vehicles, and 5 things you need to pay attention to. So let's get started on that. So number 1, Z71, which is the off-road trim in the Tahoe. You have defined tow hooks, you have the bigger skid plate, but you also get for this model year the new LZ0 diesel. This is the one on the channel I've had, the Silverado. You guys have been asking lots of questions about it. The Tahoe with the diesel. It's really impressive. Better fuel economy, you have better torque, 495 foot-pounds of torque. You have, that's not a big deal. And you have the overall capability of this. You're talking about like some of these vehicles getting 500, 600 miles before they have to fill up on diesel. It's pretty darn impressive. Okay, that's numeral 1. Numeral 2 is gonna be the High Country and the Suburban. So I have a High Country at home that I bought, again, for the channel for the year. And they made some cool things. So this IP is down a little bit. That's really cool. Then they went the bigger screen like I have in the Silverado. That's really cool too. You have some touch screens. You have some haptic, there's some buttons there as well. And that is a pretty cool thing. The shifter's nice, and it's not, you know, all the way down, all the way up. It's nice and simple. That is pretty cool. That is number 2 thing they did. Number 3 thing they did was they went real wood here in the High Country, and they have a new seat. Now, I don't know if the seat's more comfortable than the other seats are, but I love the stitching on the seat. That is pretty darn cool. That is number 3. Number 4, I'm gonna show you a video here in a minute on the camera system. So they have a camera system where they have built-in dash cam, basically, and so it records crashes, records events to your vehicle. You don't have to add the dash cam. So you don't have to have the weird thing in the hood that comes down for the dash cam. It's all built in with the cameras. That is number 4 thing they did on this I really like. And number 5th thing they did is a little bit of technology, a little improvement thing. So they have, and I'll show you this from the engineer talking about this, they have a not kick, they don't kick back here, it's passive to open this up. So you can stand back here, it opens up. We'll have the engineer show you that one real fast, and he'll talk about how that works.
Morning, Steve Kirsch, Program Engineering Manager of Full Size Truck. Let's talk about what's under the hood first. Model year 25, we will carry over the 5.3 and the 6.2 liter V8s. What's new for 25 is the 3 liter diesel. This is a big block of steel. Improved thermal efficiencies. It also has dual DEF injectors for reduced emissions. Standard across the board is the 10-speed transmission. And from there we go into the suspension system. We have MagneRide, also MagneRide with air. We have improved calibrations for steering, ride and handling, just the overall ride experience. Let's talk wheels. We will have 9 new wheels for model year 25. We will carry over 11 from 24, offering 20 total tire wheel combinations, including the 24s that are on this Suburban here. Let's talk about features and safety. We've incorporated 31 standard safety features and offering 13 additional optional features. The main one, the crown jewel, what we call, is the adaptive cruise control. Once we incorporate that, that opens the door for a lot of other things. Lane keep assist, side blind zone, front and rear braking, pedestrian and bicycle detection. Features like Super Cruise, which is not safety, but that opens the door for some safety features, drowsy driver and distracted driver. We also offer the occupant sensing radar-based system. We're also introducing connected camera, which we have a short video on. And again, we respect our customers' privacy, and there are things that they can opt out.
So is that app controlled as well?
Yes, it is.
So I can be in my house, sit in my chair, press a button, and see what my truck looks like?
Yes. You can see what's around, you can see what's inside.
Like your Ring doorbell, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, indoor bell ring, yeah.
Example.
Look at the vehicle, and again, yeah, you'll have to opt into this, so that obviously, as we mentioned,
Right, you're not gonna, you know.
security is an important piece of it.
So is that a dash cam as well?
Yes.
Okay, so dash cam, so you can.
It's an interior camera on the upper console so you can see inside.
Okay.
So you can see occupants, you can see if I left my gym bag, my hockey bag, whatever, inside that vehicle.
Oh, hockey. Eh? Oh,
Actually diver, but I'm trying to
we're
open
Michigan,
it.
aren't we?
Yes, absolutely.
Hockey. Eh? So, that's a dash cam there, crash security. So.
Your current camera's on the vehicle.
Right, and just yeah.
One new additional for the interior.
I'm just thinking all those.
And it will do a before and after crash recording.
Okay.
As well as the live look-ins, like what we were talking about as well. You know, recording. So you can do a look around your vehicle, look in your vehicle.
360 internal. Yep.
So I can delete those emails from the Chinese companies trying to offer me dash cams. Okay, great.
Yes, you can.
Not that I don't bulk delete those damn things anyways, but yes.
Like
I get
Todd
lots of those emails. It's
like Todd mentioned, Chevy has 40% of the market. Out of those 40%, a third of them tow. So we are offering enhanced towing packages, towing navigation, tire health, boating options. So there's things that we're customizing to our towing community. Features on our lights. So we have animated headlamps.
Ooh.
Lights up. The
Fancy.
articulating running boards, now the lights are more diffused in, and it's better you see it from over here. Currently we have LEDs, but now it's diffused in.
Oh yeah, I see that line. That
Yep.
line right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when that goes down, that completely lights up the ground. We
Okay.
also have incorporated the presence-based liftgate. So we're getting rid of the yoga kick, and it's presence-based, and when it knows you're back here, it will open up for you.
Presence based.
Presence-based.
So you don't look like the idiot in the parking lot doing this.
Yes, that's what I said. The yoga
Okey
moves.
dokey.
Yep, the yoga
You're
move.
right,
I call
yeah.
it the.
So do you
majorette.
have to have key in your pocket? Key in your pocket.
Key on yourself,
Right. Okay.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. All right.
either in the lock or unlock mode.
Okay.
And then once you've done that, walk away. It will wait until you walk out of the zone before you would come back in and open again. That way it's not continuing to open.
Right.
After you-
Yeah, or if I'm, it's like, use the example this morning, my wife walking back and forth behind the vehicle, me, that it's not opening up, so.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
A couple other notes, animated lights from the rear as well. That's what
Yeah,
Steve was
let's-
talking about. So you'll have to swipe over as well with your turn signals.
So it is unlocked, and
Ooh.
the backup reverse lights will come on. So there
I
is
trusted you there. We just had a few minutes of like, they're coming.
No,
They're
they'll
coming.
come. It'll be there.
Another item of note while we're on the back of the vehicle, the squared exhaust tips, unique to the High Country. Again, just give it another touch to kind of tell that it's
Oh, because those are round
Yep,
on the
yep.
top.
versus
on the
round
rest of
versus
the
square.
trims, the square. Just kind of give you that unique look,
Right.
look with the High Country vehicles.
Interesting. All right. So talk to me about this LZ0 diesel you have, because I actually own that.
Okay.
So do you get that in this Z71 package now?
That is new.
That is new.
That is a new.
Yes,
ad.
because that was a
We are very
that was a
excited.
thing.
Customers will.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Because there was some issues with the prior LM2 fitting in the engine bay with that. So that you got that solved.
They got it solved.
Fantastic. Yeah. That was
a new ad for 2025. We're excited about that.
right. And
Gotten that expanded a bit of where it's available, especially with the Z71. It's really the
yes.
key one.
Yeah. That was a big one.
Across retail, it is available on all trims.
What about kind of a pet peeve of mine? What's the gas tank size with a diesel?
You're still at the 24-28 Tahoe Suburban,
Okay.
which is standard across all any powertrain for the Tahoe Suburbans.
So it doesn't matter gas or diesel, it's the same gas tank. Okay. Yeah, I ran out of fuel once in Iowa. It's not not a situation you want to be in. Trust me. Let's see. I've always wanted this question. So, what exactly is MagnaRide? So I've read.
Let's answer what my version of it.
Yeah. What's the?
It's an adaptive damper.
Okay.
That's using the fluid within it that gets magnetically charged to basically set how much thickness, how dense you want that material in there to be. So if you think of a passive damper, right, it has one fluid in there, and it's going to compress to some amount based on the valves that you've set in there. And that's all that you've got is that one set valving, right? With this, as you thicken that material or that fluid in there, it's
Make it more viscous, less viscous.
more damping or less damping based on how much charge you put in there, how thick you want that to be. So continuing, we'll have a passive suspension. We have the MR with coil suspension, and we have the MR magnetic ride with air suspension. So 3 levels of suspension.
Okay.
Continue on as we did today. Steve kind of hit on it. Really, a couple things we've done. Improve the steering feel. Really, that's a lot of, once you're kind of at speed, just giving a bit more feedback to the driver, feeling more confident as they're doing their maneuvers. Again, trying to make it drive smaller than what it is. Like you mentioned that before, that's really one of our goals. Obviously, the big vehicle, people want it to be able to put all their stuff, their friends, their family in it, but you still want it to be able to drive confident, drive smaller than what it really is. That's really key what we went after with these. In addition, we did retune the magnetic ride suspension, actually a little bit different hardware, just learnings we've had as we've gone through other programs to really settle out the body motion. It'd be kind of small inputs, you're gonna dampen out, a little less shake, and overall just controlling that motion better so you're just not feeling the road input as bad.
Okay, so, and you said you have 3 versions. You have just regular leaf springs, or do you have coil?
It's still independent rear suspension.
Independent rear. Okay, so you have coils, or you do coil plus MagneRide, or you do MagneRide plus air suspension.
Yep.
Is the air suspension just bags on each for the wheels, or it's a load leveling?
Yeah. That's what I think about it.
Just all the way. It's all 4 wheels.
It's all 4.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so it's all 4. It's going to level each corner, as well as if you put a trailer on it, it's going to level out to compensate for that.
Does the system automatically adjust for the tongue weight down there? Does it level itself out?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So no problem. Okay.
Displacement.
Right. So okay.
One other note, kind of hit on trailering already, but we did do unique steering calibrations for tow haul, unique magnetic ride calibrations for tow haul.
Okay.
Again, as you're weighting the vehicle, you need more front steering help. You need that rear as well to kind of level you out, and you also need a bit more of just damping in general, right? As you've got that weight on the vehicle. So really, really happy about how these turned out in any kind of condition the user's going to put them into.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me interrupt myself. I want to add a couple notes to this video. So we're going to talk about the interior real fast. One more detail, or 2 more details, excuse me. We have Super Cruise, which is right here. This is that line there. It's semi-autonomous driving. It works out pretty well. I've done this on different vehicles. You see them on the channel, lots of Super Cruise. We also have that, plus we moved the shifter. Shifter used to be push button over here, like pull button. Now we have a real shifter right here, which opens up cup holder room. And what's nice about it, it's not so big and bulky. You can actually still have room for AC vents and heat vents coming towards you and not be in the way on that. So that's some other details. Other things, standard engine remains 5.3 liter V8 on all trims, with the 6.2 liter V8 standard on High Country and available on RST, Z71, and Premier. And so we also talked about the Tahoe tows 8,400 pounds, Suburban tows 8,200 pounds. Super Cruise, like I said, is available on RST, LT, and available on Premier and High Country. That leaves out just the LS, which is like a trim, like a fleet vehicle, and the Z71 that does not get Super Cruise, probably at the moment. Working on that. It's built in Arlington, Texas, at the plant there. So those details I wanted to add.
All right. So this is pertaining to the rear seat infotainment that General Motors offers, specifically for the 25 model year. We'll be expanding some of the offerings that we give. And over here we have a image of what it would look like. So since the initial launch of it, and we've added a lot more. So right now we will be offering YouTube Kids, Hulu, and a web browser. The web browser can technically take you anywhere. Now, in addition to that, you also have 2 HDMI cables that you can plug into. And then if you want to have the passenger side screen be one thing and this the driver side screen have be something else, you have the ability to do so.
Okay.
The apps on there, they get connection from the in-vehicle Wi-Fi. Now, that is subscription-based. In the event you don't want to have the subscription, the HDMI plugs can be used to plug in a Roku. You can get your own Blu-ray, DVD player, whatever it is, and you can hotspot to them and still get connected.
Okay.
If not that, you can mirror your phone into it.
Through screencasting?
Yes.
I'm doing my thing.
Yep. If you have a PC and a laptop, and I've actually done this, you can just have a second screen. A lot of times you spend a lot of time in there, and then just HDMI to HDMI and you have a 2-screen, I can actually do work, not just watch content.
You're pretty handy there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
But that's that. The other thing that we did for the 25 model year is that we now have vehicle status on there, which kind of gives you the trip information, the vehicle speed, kind of gets you a little bit more engaged with the driving itself.
So, the kids yelling at you what time we're going to be there, do you just press a button?
They could do that. That is an option.
For those kids. Those kids are, yeah. So, is there a power plug below the center console?
There is, yes.
So, So, theoretically, you do an Xbox.
Yes.
So, yeah, my kids could play Minecraft or Forza in the back.
Yep.
Okay.
About that, I want to mention one more thing. Not really new to the 25 model year, but that plug is by default on.
Oh, yes. Because if you've done this before, you will know how much frustration you have when you're like, why is that not working? Oh my God, it's not, yeah. That plug is vital to be on. Yeah, I remember the last model, whatever it was, I was in the vehicle and I'm like, couldn't make the damn thing work. And I was like, oh, power button.
The power button is default on. It's actually, the switch is gone altogether now.
Okay.
It's always on.
Always on.
Yep.
I don't know why it would be, anyways. So is this, let me ask you this, has the screen changed?
Yes, it has. It's a different design altogether. It's, I guess, rounder, but it is a new screen, however, similar implementation.
Okay. All right. And the headphones, is that a Bluetooth connection for the headphones?
It is, yes. And those come with the vehicle as well. They're brand based. So they're actually Bose headphones, but they'll have a Chevy on the side of them.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about the exterior and the interior at a real high level. So obviously we get new fascias, both front and rear. We make them unique across all 6 trims. Like, for example, in the Z71, we get the high approach angle, the painted tow hooks, the visible skid plate, and then in contrast, over on the High Country, we tone it down a little bit. We go more of a sport luxe look. The High Country gets the animated lights. It has a walk-up animation and a swipe to turn animation. Both vehicles get auto-deploying running boards and new 24-inch wheels. Obviously, we don't show that in the Z71 because it's an off-road vehicle. On the interior, we start with more of a driver-centric approach. It's a little more sporty, athletic. We push the IP down and away to create more perceived and actual spaciousness.
Right. So in the IP, you push this down so that way it looks, okay.
We got it down an inch. That doesn't sound like a ton, but that's a lot when you imagine what's underneath there. And it gives you a different look. This is more of a car-like approach.
Okay.
We like that for this vehicle. We redesigned the console. It has new and unique spacious.
Oh yeah. And you left the column shifter.
Yep. We got a lot of feedback from customers. They like that.
They like the column shifter? Okay.
Same thing with the controls. You'll notice we have half of it's touchscreen, half of it we have knobs.
Sure.
So we sell this product to a wide demographic, right? So
yeah.
There's a sweet spot. We're trying to sniff around that with this.
Sure.
You notice we got new displays. We got an 11-inch cluster. The center stack is a 17.7-inch freeform display. We get new infotainment software with that as well. I noticed you looking at the seats. So on the High Country, we took the appointments upscale a little bit. Like, this is real leather, perforated leather, which is nice. Real wood.
Yep.
And we ran that from door to door. Again, that gets your attention. It draws your attention to the width of the vehicle.
Right.
I thought that was wise.
No, I have a High Country Serato at home that I'm doing a long-term review on, and I was like, these seats look better than my seats.
They're good.
Yeah. I was like, because the styling like that looks just a little better.
Make sure you check out all our trims too. Like the color material team, in my opinion, did an awesome job. There's a Premier version.
Yep.
It's a white lower and a dark upper. Stunning. Like, I don't know if that's for everybody, but for the people who really want,
the
a
more
vehicle,
upscale looking.
wow, it really is. The last thing, we redesigned the steering wheel too. It is a little more sporty, athletic, and I love the section.
It is big,
right?
yeah.
The Z71 gets its own version of that.
Okay. Well, because I mean, you don't want something teeny in this type of vehicle.
No.
You can have a big handle on it.
Well, yeah. A lot of, again, customer research, a lot of people do like that, and I tend to agree.
Yeah, no, I agree too. All right, there you go. There are the engineering and marketing details on this new 2025 models. What do you guys think? Put your comments down below. I know you're fired up. Put some comments. I'm fired up about this diesel in the Tahoe. I can't wait to check that out. So make sure you check out the videos over here on the channel as well. PickupTruckTalk.com is the website. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.